I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light.
It's Tier 2
showtime!
And they're on in a great time. Fernando, which way to go? Left or right? It's all eyes on the Ferrari. Stylo has done the impossible. This is the move. This is the moment.
And that puts Rapture on the podium.
But it's this man who comes home victorious. It's Red Bull. It's who wins. Wow. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another round of Moose Racing League Tier 1 action here in Season 12. My name is Punjew, and I'm so excited to be joining you guys for Round 6 here at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. It has been a heck of a day full of action, adventure, crazy overtakes, crazy crashes, and it's only gonna get better here in Tier 1. I am so excited to be with you guys here tonight. Hope you guys are all doing great. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a great race. If you guys are wondering, whew, I gotta catch my breath because I had not only a great race, but I also just ran up the stairs really fast, so I'm a little bit winded, but the winding will not last for long because we have an incredible race ahead of us tonight, and I gotta lock in, focus up for some great racing. We got currently 17 drivers in, a few more will trickle in for sure, and we have a heck of a heater on for us tonight. I'm sure you guys all watched the real life Grand Prix, taking across these 17 turns of 6 kilometers, 4 miles. It's a fast track, obviously, Las Vegas Grand Prix. Everyone running basically as low wings as they possibly can. Look for crazy overtakes in a bunch of different spots. Middle of, obviously, you know, turn 1, you got the final corner, you got tons of spots to take, you know, overtakes in. You've got the big one at the end of turn 14, that gigantic straight down the Las Vegas Strip. You got the turn 4 spot. I mean, there's just like overtaking zones everywhere, and Tier 1 is going to be the spot where you're going to see the most of it. And I'm very, very, very excited for all of this that we've got going on tonight. Let's go ahead and jump over to the qualifying session, as we already have some cars out on track. Our first one being Mr. Marcel Paps. A bit of a tough race for him last race. You know, he definitely got a little bit unlucky at the very end there for sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at those results from last week, because last race was pretty nuts with Cloud obviously taking the win. We had everyone coming home in second. It was Esteban in third, and then Eruption in fourth, otherwise known as Marcel Pabst. You know, I think today is going to be a good return of form for him. I think he's got a good results, you know, stage up for himself here tonight at Vegas. Of course, he's the first one out there, so, you know, he's trying to go and prove a point right now and go put down a pretty dominating qualifying lap. Let me try my AC real fast. As this race is about to get hot, hot, hot. You know what I mean? This qualifying session is already going to be pretty crazy, I guarantee. We're going to see some very, very, very tight gaps. Some insanely fast times, I expect. 29s only. Maybe even a 28. Who knows? It's going to be a wild one. That much, I can guarantee you. Yes. I just had a small snacky of popcorn before this race, and so had to get a little bit of that out of there. But we're on Eruption, obviously, going through the back half of Sector 2 on his way into the final corner of Sector 2. There it is, onto the back strip for the Las Vegas Strip. It's a long stretch. Speeds reaching up to 215 miles an hour for these crazy, crazy drivers. Look, he's burning a little bit of energy to kind of make up the deficit from his DRS, and then he gets more out of it with his DRS, obviously, turning on, hitting 212 miles an hour for himself. Very fast down the back stretch. Uses just a little bit of curb on the entry of 14. Touches the inside for 16, and a fast dash down towards turn 17, the final corner. He does run out of deploy, though, so he's going to maybe lose a little bit of time there, but it's a 30.1 for our very first hot lap of the night. Pretty good way to start the day. But, of course, Henry out there also looking to go and put down a stonker of a lap. He has been really, really strong this season in Tier 1, moving up from Tier 2. Honestly, he's been a serious standout, in my opinion, this season. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the full team standings of Tier 1 right now. Let's see where all these guys are at. We've got, obviously, Esteban still leading. But everyone is catching up for sure. With Eruption sitting in third, Supply after in fourth. Cloud, as a reserve, has had 2 wins in a row. In absolute beast mode, and he's back here tonight, but this time for the Aston Martin team. Maybe go 3 for 3. You never know if he could do it. Outside of that, it's Arcadia ADF, and then we've got the Red Bull of Cookie, who's a little far down compared to his normal, you know, run of form. To Chuby outside of that, and Alpine of Minico, Simon Colston, Coob Noob. We've got the Williams of Beast. Then, of course, you've got our other Haas driver. It's our good friend, the lovely, the one and only Mr. Mateo. Chazzy outside of that. And then Henry a little farther down, who I was hyping up. He's unfortunately still sitting in 20th, but I think he's going to have a good race here tonight. He's had really good, like, potential results, but just they never really materialized. So I think tonight will be the one that he does. But if you look at the top, look at this. The top 4 are so dominant on points. Look at them every single week. Point. Like, really strong points. And outside of that, it's a very scattered points grid. So that's obviously, you know, the reason why those top 4 are so far ahead. But the gap is not big. It's only a 7-point gap between first and second. The next gap outside of that is only a few as well. It's 3 more from there. Man, it is tight, tight, tight. So we're going to see some very tight racing here for championship positions quite potentially as the race goes on. Henry went and put down a 30.3. Zyro's currently actually leading our provisional pole spot with Chassis coming through. 14, 15, 16, keeping it tight. Needs to make sure he doesn't touch the wall. Looks good. Chassis, I don't think this is going to be a 29, but he will likely put down a good 30-second lap. There's a 30.4, a good spot for him. Sitting in 4th currently, provisionally, with Kubnib just coming home behind him in 5th, 30.5. And the new fastest lap of the qualifying session will be Lyric MV1 with a 29.9. First one of the 29s of the night. That's a good lap here. Really good. Really good, honestly. Giants fan is one to watch tonight as well. He has had a bit of a struggle on this return to Moose Racing League, but I think maybe tonight at Vegas is his redemption arc. I have faith for him that today will be the one where it all goes right and nothing goes wrong. I just hard jinx the crap out of him for sure. Right here, it's Arcadia, who's in the middle of turn 4. Looks like a car pulling over. Arcadia on an invalid lap, of course. Cloud still in the pit. ADF out there on a hot lap right now, and staying there with Andy. Andy actually qualifying today. Wow. What is going on? That is in and of itself a shocker. Quite impressive because this guy hates qualifying so much. And I want to see him go and put down a heck of a race tonight. I think he's got something good in store. I fully expect something strong. It's gonna be a good race for him tonight. Higher up, let's go ahead and take a look at Giants fan. On his way into turn 3. Doesn't quite use all the curb. I think he probably had a little bit more to give right there. Could have cut a little bit of that corner and gotten a little bit of time. Currently, though, so far, the entire 9 people who have qualified, the 9 qualifying laps, are all within a second of each other. So, obviously, it's the same Tier 1 action that we expect. It's very tight up and down the grid. We shall see, though. Once Giants fan passes the line, he might be a whole 2 seconds off. Just kidding. So joking. Giants fan's not that washed. He loves these and also hates these watch jokes because they're happening all the time. Yellow flag in the back straight. There was a Haas going slowly. Looks like it was probably Mateo letting an Alpine go through. Down the back stretch, Giants fan goes. What kind of top speeds will he be using? He's using a lot more energy, if you notice. He's all the way down to 20% right here, hitting speeds of 212, but he's not going to have much energy to spare. Really, he's going to have none at all to spare for this cornering section back here and for the final run down through turn 17. So, you know, tactical error potentially for Giants fan on his usage of energy. There goes. He'll be our first 31. In fact, he's at 31 on. He actually is 2 seconds off the pace. I can't believe I said that. I predicted it so well. That's incredible. I'm buying a lottery ticket. That's amazing. Usually I don't keep telemetry on. I'm going to turn that one off, but that's really funny that I predicted that so perfectly. That's actually hilarious. A little farther back, somebody who's just starting their run, it's Supply Raptor. Supply Raptor obviously having a great season so far, sitting very strong in the top 5, but I think he's got more in him. He's quite gutted about last week. He knows that last week he had a really good chance to win, but unfortunately, you know, just didn't quite materialize. He had a lot of distraction coming from outside of his pit box, and so he couldn't quite convert it into the win. It's a big corner cut there, using all the curb he possibly is legally allowed to. How he gets away with that, I do not know, but it was not a corner cut, so he jumps it and runs it. He's coming down to the back stretch of the what I call the front hoof of the pig. He's looking pretty good. I think he might get a tow. That's his teammate. Oh, Supply Raptor and his teammate, not Zyros, having a great coordination right here. Zyros is going to be flooring it as fast as he can. Try to go as quick as he can and tow him all the way down the straight. Give him all the extra speed. Zyros going to back off now. Zyros almost executed that to perfection. He probably should have been a little farther ahead, but still, great tow for himself. It's going to help out Supply Raptor for sure. Now will Supply Raptor be able to convert on that? He's a little bit deep into braking there for 14, but does convert and bring it back around for 15 and 16. Lost maybe a fraction of a second, but there it is. He's going to keep on crushing. And where did Supply Raptor come across the line? A confident 30.017. Great lap for sure. What up, Fatweed? Oh boy, here I come back to Tier 1 races. Are you in? If so, I'm terrified. We did have somebody join late. Is that you? If not, are you going to be joining late? That'd be amazing. Sketchable, hello, good sir. Good to see you. How was your racing in Tier 2? A couple people out on outlaps, one of them being Cloud. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Before we do, let's go and take a look at the full team standings. This is the entire combined team standings for all of the league going into today's race after last week's race in Bahrain, which was a very tough one. No team really came out of like a really strong favorite last week. Of course, it was a good week for the Mercedes garage, but it wasn't like a dominant week. No dominations last week for any of the teams. Teams to note that did do really poorly, though, was, of course, Williams. A very rough week last week. But, you know, they have a good shot to come back. And Red Bull obviously not having a good week for their standards as well, going down a position. Alpine, though, dropping 2 off of a tough week last week. So that allowed McLaren and Mercedes both to move up 1. But it does definitely look like the Racing Bulls up at the front are just in a class that are around right now. And they really just got to defend for the next 5 races for the season. They're doing such a good job this season. I mean, it's so impressive. John does work. Did such a great job with that draft. He's got strong drivers up and down the field. Look at Lyric, obviously MV1, and Henry here in Tier 1. He's got some great drivers in Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 2, and Tier 5. Like every single tier, he's got great drivers. So, you know, hats off to the V-Carb team. They are doing absolutely incredible. Sensible says, I wish I was there. Me and my teammate finished P1, and me too. Oh, wow. Well done. Dang, so that's a great run from Sketchybull. Look at that. Sketchable, you're a V-Carb, if I recall correctly, right? If so, just extending the lead. That's no surprise whatsoever. Giants fan, still yet to be, yet to have anybody do worse than him, unfortunately. Cloud, obviously on his hot lap. This is his first hot lap. He is, remember, defending from a back-to-back win right now. So will Cloud be able to get himself near the front of the pack? Honestly, qualifying in first for Vegas isn't necessarily the most important thing. It's more so about a little bit of getting lucky. Whoa, good turn in right there from Cloud. Making the most of the traction. But yeah, oh, 29.8 right there. Everyone goes and improves his own best time. But yeah, you know, converting a win out of Vegas is not necessarily like, hey, we got to be on pole. It's impossible to overtake here. No, it's actually pretty easy to overtake here. There's a lot of opportunities for it too, and there's a lot of opportunities for stuff to go wrong for the rest of the grid, right? And so it's more so about capitalizing on bad moments and, you know, getting good strategy, and that's what really is going to convert you a win. Also, we got Border X-Men, Mr. Burn Victim. What's going on? Hey, you got a point. Let's go. Well done. Reserving up 2 tiers. Burn Victim went and came into Tier 4, and it looks like you scored 12. Well done. Impressive in Tier 2. Big braking here from Cloud. Tucking in, barely touching curb. Jumping over all of it in 15. Missing the wall in 16. Good exit right there for sure. Cloud on track potentially to beat that time that MD1 has put at the top of the time tables right now. It's a fast time, though. It's going to be hard to beat. And he does it, though. Only by 8 thousandths. Oh, it's going to be a scruff at the front. Look at that. 8 thousandths separate first and second right now. And we still have 4.5 minutes left of qualifying. Lyric and Cloud are both going to be rushing back to the pits to get themselves one more lap. Cloud should have one more in himself as well. But it's only going to be just. He's going to get in there, switch tires, and get out. Same thing with Lyric. Both of them are going to have to go in pretty quickly and get out pretty quickly. A great lap, though, from Cloud. Wow, that's impressive. Fatweed sitting in 19th, jumping in late to reserve for the McLaren team. Let's see what he can do. Currently, the entire grid separated by just 2 seconds. But that is not representative. If you think 16th and up is actually just 1 second. Absolutely incredible. Look at the gaps we got right here. A really close one between Mateo and Dreams, of course, with an 834 and 853. We got another close one between Simon and Andy at 935 and 959. Another close one right here, Arcadia and Henry, 0.03 of a second. 3,000 separate ADF and Chassis Bot. It's a tight one. I think that's the tightest one on the grid right now. So we're definitely going to see some very, very, very tight racing here tonight down the streets of Sin City. I expect it to be scrappy. ADF looks like he's going to be taking a double outlap right here. He does have his battery on none. Or is he running back in? Yeah, he's running back in right now. So, JK on the double outlap. He's going to have to get lucky, though, that his teammate doesn't go out in front of him. Miniko is lucky enough on an outlap, so it will help out for him. Miniko going to rejoin the track right here. Lets a couple people go. So he can get ready to go put down a hot lap. So far after clipping the wall right there on the left side. He's going to be done a little bit early with his qualifying run, but he has 200ths of a second up right now. And look, he is only 0.2 off of a potential pole position at this current moment, though, of course, We do expect Cloud and MV1 both to improve upon their best laps. They'll probably go out in the next 30 seconds or so. The Raptor blasting down the Venetian straight on his way into turn 13. Huge corner. Ooh, barely dodges the wall on the right side. Is he up or down? He's still up, but only 200ths of a second. Not quite as good of a sector right there for sector 2. Definitely had a bit of a mistake there on his way onto the Las Vegas Strip. It's a tough spot to make a mistake on as well. It really will hinder you quite a bit, but looks like he's doing a good job to recover from that bad error. Supply Raptor, I remember last time, his previous lap, he didn't quite have the best turn 14, 15, 16 compound. And again, it's deep on the brakes. A very different strategy for Supply Raptor than the quote-unquote meta, which is cutting over that early curve. It looks like Supply Raptor's going to call it a day. He will not improve upon his lap. He says that's it. And he is done with qualifying. Supply Raptor will not have another chance to go out there. Best he's got right now is third, and that's assuming nobody else usurps him. But definitely might be. Hey, even Fatweed might beat him. Even Fatweed could beat the 30.0. Let's see what he's got right here. He's coming down the line. I don't think it's good enough for a 30.0. It's a good lap, though. It's a 31.1. Just kidding. It puts him in literally last place. Fatweed will be starting from the back of the grid. Guaranteed. Nobody else will have any time to go slower than him, and everybody else is in front of him. So unfortunate for him. Giants fans stuck in a giant pack of traffic right there coming down the Las Vegas Strip. Everyone is kind of piling up, waiting to make their move on when they want to hit the go button and get speedy with it and take their laps. So they're all waiting to the very end, let the track ramp up as much as possible. Minico up 200,000ths of a second right now on his best lap. Good corner cuts over these corners here in the front hoof. Wow. Mod, it'd be impossible for that to happen at this rate because Supply Raptor will not have another chance at qualifying. Oh my gosh, what a corner from Minico coming down the backstretch. And it looks like he's going to get a tow from his teammate of ADF, who is on an outlap but only has 20 seconds to go. ADF's got to get a move on. ADF is not going to get another lap in. He has decided to sacrifice his own lap to help Minico. Oh, man, ADF says, I can't do more than that. Minico, go and beat me. This will allow Minico to definitely go in front of his teammate. ADF, I mean, I don't know. If I was him, I'd be regretting that decision right now. But Minico is going to have a great turn 14, 15, 16 compound. And he's going to come across the line. Definitely up on his best time. Currently was a 30.2, and it's 29.8. Provisional pole right there for Minico with the great tow to help him get it. Dreams, Andy, and ADF both not going to get it. No more laps for those guys. Fatweed also done with it. Freddie Razel's out there. He's flying. Cloud, though, along with MV1. They are right next to each other on track, so we're going to watch them come across the line right about the same time. A bit of a rough corner right there from MV1, but he is up 500ths of a second. Cloud looks like he has a purple sector, too, as well, so you never know. Could be a good improvement. Henry has got him retired into the track, or retired into the pits. We got a Haas coming across the line right now. It's Mateo. He moves up to 10th. We got a Mercedes coming across the line. No movement from the Mercedes. And a kick Sauber, no movement from Tajubi. But again, it's right here, done to Cloud. And everyone knows Zyros goes and puts himself into second. Cloud, though, will he improve and best both of those times that are ahead of him? It's him and everyone. Look at them. They're neck and neck. Come to the line. That's an 8.34. Cloud doesn't do it. Everyone does. Right at the end, MV1 has grabbed that coveted pole position at the final second. He was the last one to start a lap, and he finishes a lap with style with a 29.782, 200ths of a second faster. The top four separated by just 600ths of a second. That is an incomprehensibly small amount of time. Behind that, Supply Raptor, Marcel Paps of Eruption, ADF, Chazibot, 3,000ths of a second outside of that. Arcadia and the Mateo rounds in our top 10 with Henry, Koob, Tachubi, Dreams, Simon, Andy, Freddie Razel, Giants fan, and Fatweed rounding out our back 10. 1.374 seconds separates the entire 20 drivers of this Tier 1 star-studded lineup. Holy GBDBDBs. This is going to be a tight one, y'all. That's crazy. 600ths of a second for a top four. What? That's amazing. That's amazing. That is so cool. Great racing for everybody. Great qualifying runs. Oh, get ready for carnage, y'all, because remember, this is Vegas. Overtakes are left, right, and center. Everybody's going to be making moves every chance they get. There are so many chances to make unconventional overtakes, and I cannot wait to see a few of them gone for. We'll see a few in the front hoof. We'll see a few on the back stretch. We'll see a few coming into the final corner through turn 17 at 150 miles an hour. They'll be making moves, I guarantee you, trundling down that straight towards the final corner. It's going to be wild. It's going to be nuts. Also, Jordan throwing some incredible salt in the wound of Giants fans qualifying, saying that he may as well just have a quality band. That's exceptional. That is a great chirp. Great chirp. Honestly, he just saved himself the tires. You know? That's the best thing. Hold on one second, guys. Rice. Oh, we're about to go racing. 4, 5 lights are on. And they are off, and it is race time here with a great launch from MV1. Minico, good one as well, and then Cloud with a good one as well. Minico still holding down that second place spot. That's a move right there from Cyrus, trying to make a move up the inside of Cloud. He's going to have the outside line going through turn 2 and 3. It's a sketchy spot right here, but I think it's going to hold it. It does hold it. Yeah, he just decides to tuck back in. We got ADF right there. It's still nice and clean so far. All these drivers blasting down the McLaren right here. Marconia looking to make a move. But he's going to be in a tough spot. He's going to have to park out behind the Alpine. Smart from him. He decides to back up, but he does end up getting bested by Mateo of the Haas, who went for a big move there. It didn't work out. Oh, no. And that is ChazzyBot sideways with a VSC called out coming out of turn 3. Dreams, 10 seconds for collision with Coop Noob, who's in 18th. Arc, 10 seconds. Oh no, the game is probably forcing slowdowns and stuff like that from people. Oh no, it's chaos in the back, y'all. Dreams and Arcadia both ripping 10-second penalties. Oh, that's tough for them. And it's only a VSC, not a full one. Oh, that's tough. Definitely have plenty of time to recover out of that one, but that is a tough start for sure. Everyone, though, holding the lead. Minico obviously sitting in second. Let's take a look at everybody's tires. Everybody on mediums except for Andy on the hards. And the top 5 held station with Tachubi up 7 positions on the launch. Tachubi with the most ridiculous start. Incredible start from Tachubi. Dude, 7 positions is nuts. Henry is up 4, Arc up 1, and Marcel down 3. Simon there. The big loser, unfortunately, is ChazzyBot and Coob Noob and Mateo, all dropping lots of positions, 8, 7, and 6. Up positions for themselves. Minico and Cloud going side by side, going to turn 1. And they're still going to be side by side coming out of turn 1. Gonna have to tuck behind it. There it is. Smart move from him. Tachubi leading up his own DRS train. ChazzyBot has retired to the pits. Oh no, and then we got Fatweed and Mateo both grabbing new wings up in front. Oh, it's some tight racing up here. Minico getting a great POV. Sorry, Zyro's getting a great POV of Minico and Cloud. And Tachubi's out! No! Tachubi, with the start of the century, has gone and thrown it in the wall there. Oh, no. That is an unhappy Sauber. And we do have that safety car. Holy smokes. Let's go gambling, as Mage says, and that is exactly what it is. Every single medium runner is about to run to the pits and put on hards. If your name is Andy, you're feeling a little mad right now. If your name is Fatweed and Mateo, you're also a little pissed. Oh my God. I guarantee all of these drivers are about to go put on hards and say, take them to the end. That's the way to do it. That is absolutely the move right now. You can easily take a set of hards to the end. Max, you'll have 30% wear. Maximum. You'll be just fine. If they don't do that, they're crazy. They're all about to start lining up for it. MV1. Yeah, he's going to go for it. He's just kind of teasing it. No, he doesn't. Oh, yeah. Cloud is smart. Yep. Yep, Cloud and Zyros, smart. Very silly from everybody else not to go in and pit right now. Supply Raptor, Minico, Simon, MV1, Andy, Freddie Rozelle, and many more not going into the pits is just a silly move. Giants fan better go in. I don't know what he's going to be doing. He's going in, yeah. I mean, all those guys that didn't pit that are on these mediums are going to regret that. Guarantee Raider kick Sauber, please. It's funny. That's so good. Oh, it's great. That is great. Poor kick Sauber. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. Until it boils. I have to send instructions for cooking rice a specific way. Boom. Okay. Good to go. Wow. What a crazy start. Safety car will be coming in next lap, I guarantee. Holy smokes, dude. An unbelievable start for all these drivers. The top 5 all staying out on their mediums, and Andy staying out on his hards. Everybody else behind him has gone in for fresh sets. I look at somebody like Cloud in an exceptionally good position to win this race right now. He will not have another safety car, or he will not have another required pit stop. He can go all the way to the end easily. And I expect him to do that. I really do expect him to go all the way to the end. It's definitely the right move right now if your name is Cloud LXV. Sitting in 7th right now. He's probably licking his chops, looking at everybody in front of him saying, ha ha ha, I know none of you guys went in for fresh tires. You guys are going to be screaming on these things in just a few laps. Give it 8 laps. Those things are toast. And Cloud is going to start coasting ahead. He just needs to stay within DRS, and it's done for. Which I think he has opportunity. He definitely has the ability to do that. Like, absolutely. Now, those on up front are in a gambling position. As Mage said, let's go gambling. Those are up front. Lyric, Minicoat, Supply Raptor, Simon, Freddy. They are gambling on getting another safety car. Right? Which, they definitely will hope they do get one. I think there's a pretty good chance of one. But without one, they're all done for. They'll have to make a pit stop. I mean, obviously, all of them, including Andy, have to run away from Cloud, right? In and of itself. So they have to make sure these mediums are good enough to be able to run away from a hard runner of Cloud. And then not just run away convincingly enough. To be able to build up a pretty good gap. So that way they can hold that. And not be like just barely in front of Cloud when they have to pit. If they're just barely in front of him and they're not like, 10 seconds ahead, oof. You're in a rough spot. Really tough to come back from that. Assuming there's no more safety cars. We'll probably get one more, though. This is Vegas, where hard racing happens. We all go nuts here. And I can't wait for it to be no different. I'm sure it's going to be insane all the way down to the line. Let's see what happens. Safety car will be called in right here. Safety car's in this lap. Watching at the front. Lyric. Wiggling and waggling. Minico sitting in second. Alpine sitting very high up the ground. Oh, he accidentally gets a little bit too fast. Backs off that. Doesn't mean to. Supply Raptor sitting in third. Big run right there. Lyric is gone. Minico with a good start for sure, but not quite as good as Supply Raptor. Lyric actually got a really good start. Holy smokes, he's gone, girl. And Supply Raptor is right in the back of Minico. That Alpine is nowhere near in safety, but of course farther back is the one I'm looking at right now. It's Cloud. How will he attack Andy and try to get in front of him? Because I know he's going to feel like, hey, Andy, you're in the worst spot right here. You're on used hards. I'm on some fresh ones, and there it is. It only takes him 2 corners, and Cloud's already making a move. He's going to have to make a late braking right here to catch a little bit, but no, Andy says, hey, let me stay right there with you. Wow, Andy, huge defense, doesn't quite stick it. That was incredible. He's got his teammate right there on the outside of him. Or sorry, his teammate's a couple cars ahead of him. Oh, he's put some real hard defense Andy, look at him right there. Put some hard defense on the not Zyros and Henry. But unfortunately, the defense did not quite work on Zyros. Henry did, though, get stopped right there by the roadblock. Up at the front, Cloud chasing down Freddy Razel. A little bit of a gap there between Simon and Supply Raptor, though. Supply Raptor, Miniko, Lyric, looking like a class of their own currently. Full DRS train all the way from front to back, minus Giants fan, who's 2 seconds off the back of the trailingest car of Dreams. Coop Noob making a move on of McLaren of Arcadia. Doesn't quite get it done. Instead, lets his teammate go through. Teammate says, "See you later, alligator." He is out of here, Crocodile. That is not a rhyme, but that's fine. Wow, huge overspeed. And that's a big late break for the McLaren. Oh, Arcadia stuck that one in there, said, "Hey, let me defend you so that way you can't get my teammate." Mateo probably should have backed off a little bit of that ERS, so he didn't have to use it all quite there, but he's just going to use it. And it's still green flag racing right here. Ignore the safety car you see at the top. They are actually green flag racing right here. McLaren's going a little bit deep there into turn 1, but still pretty clean. And they're doing great defense to help each other out. Still DRS train front to back, minus Giants fan. Miniko, 0.2 of a second away from the lead of this race. Also, hello, Andy. Welcome back. That's me. Yes, sir. I missed you, my friend. Hello, hello, hello. How was tier 2? It looked like an electric race, man. Looked like a wild one. Finally back to all this pack. No one going for unconventional overtakes there. Definitely not Giants fan. Oof, 3 seconds off the pace. Oh, I'm sure it was great. Back to the back. Ooh, look at Arcadia and Fatweed. They're actually going to trade places. I had a feeling it was going to happen. That was a little faster than I thought it was going to happen, though. Arcadia knows, like, hey, dude, I really got the overspeed here. Let me through. And Arc is through. Ooh, Fatweed. I think I saw some debris. If so, oh, whoopsies. If so, it's very light. That we definitely did clip the wall right there pretty hard. Cloud, gonna make a move on Simon. Gonna be later on the brakes for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's done and dusted through the outside line. Easy move for Cloud right there. The Kick Sauber driver gets done in going into turn 14. And it's Cloud up into 5th. And again, hard tires that will go to the end versus medium tires in front that have to pit. Cloud has the fastest lap of the race, and he's on worse tires than all 4 people in front of him. Look at the overspeed that this guy has got. He is dominating right now. Absolutely flying. Incredible racing from Cloud LXV, which I do not know the Roman numerals of that, but I'm sure it's a very big number. Let's go back a couple positions to Marcel Paps of Eruption. He is the only one to break up the DRS zone, or DRS train. It's like a full second off the back of Andy. He needs Andy to slow it down a little bit, or maybe something's happening with Marcel. I'm not sure, but something seems off. It seems like it's definitely less pace than what we're used to seeing out of Eruption. Absolutely a lot bit less. Giants is trying. I'm here for emotional support, this Qued Pro. Hey, you know what? At least he's got that. At least he's got emotional support. Of course, you know, unfortunately, the Mercedes team in general is just really having a bit of a rough time this weekend. But Marcel Paps has to put on a really good exit here coming out of the Las Vegas Strip. It looks like he did have a good one. Is it going to be enough to catch the DRS zone? I think it will. Yeah, he barely just caught it, so he will have that wing open any second now. But the DRS is only going to be so much defense for him. Henry's going to move up there. Andy obviously is flying as well. Andy almost made a move on Simon, but decided to back out of it. And all the drivers up front, the top 8 playing very nice with each other. No one really going hard. 65. Oh, thank you, Gwen. From maybe he's 65 years old. That could be it. Mateo Dreams just went and swapped positions. Mateo down to 16th. It looks like he had a bit of moment, actually. Mateo way down with Dreams in 15th and Kubnib in 14th. Fatweed in 13th. Arcadia in 12th. The McLaren team definitely having a tough time. Same with the Haas's and same with the Mercedes. But Mercedes obviously having some damage limitation in the form of Eruption, who will once again have DRS. And he's just barely hanging on to the back of Andy. Fatweed grabbing 3 seconds. First penalty of the night for time-wise. Up the front, MV1 hanging on to the back of Miniko, who has taken the lead and, of course, is holding the lead. That Alpine driver looking very strong here. Big turn in there into the front hoof. Looks strong. Cloud is a quickie. You've calmed him before. Yep, not surprised. He's a beast, man. You can add them because the smaller numbers on the right of the big number. What if they could just, like, I don't know, use our number system, right? Instead of the Super Bowl number system? Bro, Crazy. Crazy. Make it make sense. A little farther back, though. It's Supply Raptor defending from Freddy Razel, but only for how long? Look at Freddy. Looks like he has a lot of overspeed. It's going to burn now. There it goes. There's the move. And in front of him as well, it's going to be another move for the front. Miniko will gladly hold on to second, says it's fine. Go ahead and take it. Cloud looked for it. He was potentially going to make a move up to third, but instead he just gets fourth and passes up Supply Raptor. And he is using quite a bit of energy. Supply Raptor, look at this on his teammate of Zyros. Big yellow flag in the back. Oh no, it's Mateo. He's spun in the back. Mateo way down out of it. Zyros not going to get passed up by his teammate. He's actually going to pass his teammate. Look at that. Hey, you know what? It's the same. It's Super Bowl number system. It's crazy, dude. Like, why would you do that, you know? Oh, Cloud. And Freddy Razel, Cloud's up to third. Whoa, Fred is not going to do it in Tier 1. Look at that. He is down to fourth. Losing it out to Cloud, who, again, is in a very obvious position to win this race right now, just looking at the tires. He's on 6-lap old hards that will go to the very end. Him and Zyros easily going to go to the end. They are my two favorites right now for the top two spots, so long as the safety car stays out for another 8 laps-ish. If there's no safety car for the next 8 laps, I expect to see Cloud or Zyros win this race, is my prediction. But somebody who's a dark horse could be Andy. I can't believe I'm saying that. Him and Marcel Paps absolutely are dark horse positions right now, assuming the safety car stays out for a while. Yeah, Freddy is doing a great job tonight. He's doing a really good job sitting in fourth. He had a great qualifying as well. Zyros, though, going to make a move on him. Potentially, Zyros actually going to want to block off somebody he can't get past by the Aston Martin. Blocked him a little bit, and it's going to be Freddy relegating and saying, yeah, go ahead, fine, take it. Freddy's on worse tires, remember. Oh, Marcel has... Oh, that would do it. I was wondering why he was so much slower. Probably from the early collisions. That's tough. Well, hey, he's doing a great job to hold on to this thing. He's currently sitting in 8th, right behind Andy, who, again, remember, Marcel is on the ideal tire strategy. 8 laps, 7-ish laps more. Those medium runners will go in pit, guaranteed. They're going to go in pit like around lap 14 is my guess. Maybe 15. If they're feeling brave. And then from there, you know, it's going to be, who knows. I think they actually should probably pit earlier so they can be on the hards for longer, but an undercut's probably pretty strong right now. Undercut lap 13, 12. I saw the undercut work pretty well in the Tier 3 race, so it's definitely something doable. DRS train from 1st to 11th right now, top 11. All within a second of the next person. Simon, though, barely holding on to that gap. Barely holding on. Sketchable to Tier 1. I couldn't agree more, Gwenfro. You know, honestly, I think that Sketchable guy, I think he purposely sandbagged himself and put himself a little bit lower than he deserved to be. Get him back up there, you know? He should be up there. He was having a good time up there anyway. Speaking of safety car right now, that is the only hope for a couple of drivers on the grid, those being Mateo and Giants fan. Very far off the pace. Fatweed, of course, as well. Definitely wanting that safety car. But in front of Dreams right here, we see a little bit of a potential move for Kubnoob and Arcadia. And it's going to be a big DRS blast. Arcadia will try to defend, but he's got Dreams coming up behind him. But not close enough. Arc will go ahead and relegate and call it a day. Lyric Domenico still fighting for the lead. Blasting down through turn 17. And nose to tail they are. Minico, the Alpine, looking like he might make a move down the dive. And the inside of turn 1 does not go for it. Takes the back out. And says, I'll go ahead and have it. Hey, in fact, he forced a little bit of a deep dive from MV1. And it's going to have a good exit right there for Minico. Goes a little wide, almost grabs the wall. Instead, MV1 goes defensive. Cloud, though, right there sitting in second. Looks for a move. No, Minico. He's going to take it on the outside of turn 3. MV1 will back off and allow it and says, fine, go ahead. It will keep us faster. Zyros sitting right there in 4th, just waiting. He knows there's a move potentially coming in front. Oh, look at them there scrapping. Lyric and Minico neck and neck right now for the lead of this race. It is so tight, but Cloud, remember, is just watching, waiting, wishing, and so excited for his opportunity, which he knows is upcoming sooner than later. Him and Zyros just sitting back, letting the two blues scrap it out till they turn red. A little bit of a snap right there from Cloud coming out of the pig nose onto the DRS straight of the Las Vegas Strip. Speeds of 215 miles an hour reached by these Formula One protagonists, with Lyric Having a great run right there. Miniko's probably just going to let it happen, but Cloud, what's he going to do? He's too far back. What about Zyro's also too far back? It's going to be an easy push. There it is. Miniko and MV1 still just trading positions, allowing them to hold down first and second. They know that's their only chance, but when will somebody pit? Is this the move for Supply Raptor? Right as I say it, Supply Raptor does it. He is the first to make the pit, not under safety car. And the undercut strategy begins for Supply Raptor. Remember, Cloud and Zyros and Marcel Paps are going to the end. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. So this stop needs to be quick. It is a quick one for Supply Raptor. He gets back out there. He'll take these hearts to the end himself, but he's in a bit of a disadvantageous scenario now since he did not take that early pit stop. A little further back is Dreams Arcadia. Look at them there going side by side. Oh, that was almost a moment. Imagine we got the safety car right now. Supply Raptor would be kicking and screaming, and I wouldn't blame him. The safety car will look really good for those that decide to stay out if it happens right now. Anytime in the next 4 corners. Great timing for a safety car. Lyric, Miniko, everybody will bump into the pits. Even those who are on 9-lap-old hards, they'll say, screw it. Let's go ahead and put on fresh mediums and take them to the end. Those who are on mediums right now will go on hards to the end. That's their only chances right here. There goes Cloud, though. He wants to make a move done and dusted long before the DRS straight gives him all that advantage. It's going to be 3 wide almost. In fact, there it is, 3 wide for just a second. Cloud will not go for it. He says, Tekken is good enough for me. And Lyric will just hold back and hold off Zyros. Oh, MV1, bit of a snap right there going into the corner. Has to correct it. Freddy gets under pressure from Marcel. And Marcel's got to know Freddy's going to go in and make a pit stop sometime soon, so he can't be covering off that inside line for too much. Otherwise, he could put himself in a position to accidentally get, side-potted into oblivion. So he's got to be careful about when he's going to go for that move on the left side of his car. Cannot do it on the way into the pit stop. Otherwise, it could be a recipe for disaster. Nobody going in and pitting this lap. Let's see what Supply Raptor's undercut does over the next couple laps. Remember, he is down here in 16th, way far out of the race. Those guys that are on hards are literally just going to take it to the end. They're just going to stay with it. That's just crazy, dude. It's just crazy. It's so tough. If you're not on hards, fresh hards right now, and you didn't make that stop under the first safety car, it's really tough to come back. Really tough. Marcel battling side pod damage for the entirety of this race since lap 1, I want to say like turn 3. He's been doing a great job to hold it on, but of course he's got Henry right behind him, chomping at the bit, saying, hey, I know you're in trouble. Let me take that spot off of you. I promise you, it's fine. And Marcel says, no, it's not fine. I want to keep it. I think that's about exactly what they say in their heads, is my guess. It's my guess. Also, Sketchable, I couldn't agree with you more. It is the best league ever. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys are having a great night tonight. If you guys are brand new here, remember, this is Moose Racing League. If you guys want to join, go down to the YouTube description below, and you guys can definitely jump in to the league mid-season and reserve up. There goes Cloud into the lead. Finally, it's happened. And the Alpine and the V-Carb better be pitting soon. Miniko not going to go. There goes the V-Carb of MV1. How will this work for Supply Raptor? He is who I'm watching. Ooh. Really holding it late from MV1. Barely gets it stopped in time. There he goes. He's out. Oh, Supply Raptor has absolutely gapped him. I think. Nope. Just kidding. Supply Raptor's right here. Oh! It is nip and tuck, and Freddy's just behind him. Fresh tires. Simon just behind that. Whoa, JK. Supply Raptor did not gap out MV1. In fact, Supply Raptor is going to have to chase him down. MV1, though, is only 0.3 seconds behind some DRS assistance from the Mercedes and Giants fans, so it's nowhere near done and dusted. Miniko and Zyro's trading positions right here in an unconventional spot. And there goes a move from Zyro's, but now it's just going to let Miniko get the DRS zone, and that's going to work out for Miniko. So, bit of a early overtake right there. Marcel, though, absolutely going to get a double right here. Guaranteed a double right here, for sure. Subscriber, I will subject you to the Danica Patrick podcast. Hey. Oh! Marcel has killed him on the straight. Uh-oh. There's the safety car. Oh, Miniko is so lucky to be walking out with his life and his car, but only just. He does not have a wing. Oh, no. Oh, That is not good. Oh, Marcel is going to be in some deep, deep trouble for that. And himself and Cloud stay out. Now, that is a mistake. They should have run to the pits. Oh, that was bad. Minico's going to get so lucky he can change this, but he's going to stuck behind his teammate, who he needs to get a move on. Oh, Minico's race. He was leading this race, had a shot at the W, but instead it goes all crashing down. He gets on the softs and says, let me see if I can just catch back up. Oh, no, dude. Poor Minico. Jack, that's right. That was a dump and run if I ever saw it. Eruption is going to get in so much trouble. Oh, no. Oh, boy. But Minico, the only driver out there on softs. I mean, I would have taken softs too, don't get me wrong. I'm going to go to Tier 1 chat and see. Nothing yet. Oh. I was waiting to see if I saw something. Oh, man. That is not good at all. Yikes. Cloud and Marcel, the only two drivers not to pit. That was crazy. MV1's going to win this thing, dude. Ain't no way he doesn't convert this to a win. Ain't no way. Supply Raptor, though, look at that. He's right back up into this thing now, too. He's in 4th. Zyro's in a good spot, though. Henry's also in a great spot, but I think MV1 is going to run it. I mean, Arcady also looking really good, too. I agree. I think in 9th right now, but he only has a few medium runners in front of him. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in front of him. He could probably beat out Andy, and it's a question of can he beat out everybody else, you know? He's got a lot of time until the drivers catch back up to the pack, which is part of the reason why I'm guessing Minico decided to pick the softs versus the mediums. He knows it's going to be a couple laps. Will Cloud and Marcel make a panic pit, though? Neither of them do. Yeah, it's going to be scary. I agree. And MV1 is not going to be waiting around at all. He's going to be going hard from the start, guaranteed. So we're just waiting on Giants fan and Mateo to catch up to the grid. And it looks like they're getting there slowly but surely. Mateo's obviously like half a track away, right? So got a lot of time till we get there, but he probably should get there before the end of this race, or before the end of this lap. Let's see if he does, in fact, get there before the end of this lap. Looks like Giants fan has caught up to the back of the pack, basically. He's only just off it, and Giants fan is nursing those tires. He's going very light, very easy on them. Very, very, very light and easy. Ooh. This is going to be something else. I mean, shoot. It's question. I mean, yeah, the top two will fall back, but by how much? And are they relying on a potential, you know, another safety car to the point they can get on softs and everybody goes in? That's what they're hoping for. I'm sure that's what they're hoping for, right? That'd be the most ideal thing if I was Cloud or Marcel. You get a safety car in 2 more laps. All those people who are on, you know, 2-lap-old mediums are like, ah, screw it, let's take the softs. And they go for it, right? That's the only, you know, that's the only chance I think they really have to hold on to anything relatively decent. The Cloud is looking like he may have thrown away this race win with a bit of a bad strategy. Probably should have gone, and I think he's probably kicking himself. We'll see, though. I mean, those softs are going to struggle at the end, and the mediums will definitely be fine, but they're not going to be quite the fastest, so yeah. Yeah, Minico on softs is the right move, for sure. I have a bad feeling there's going to be a crash between Crowd and Marcel. Hey, that's possible. Marcel, remember, is running with side pod damage, so he's given everything he's got with a truly broken car. So, I mean, the fact that he's sitting in second right now with side pod damage is, like, so impressive. Like, incredible job from him to just stay in this thing. Like, seriously, so impressive. So, let's see what he's got here at the end of this race. It's going to come down to the last few laps. I can guarantee it. Cloud wigging, wagging, zigging, zagging, trying to get all that heat in the tires. And there he goes. Lyric with a great launch. Gonna almost go side by side going through turn 17, but it's not gonna be quite there. So Raptor will decide to back out of it. Henry, though, is just in it as well. And yeah, Andy Arcadia gonna get a little bit deep there. Dreams almost look for a spot. The inside doesn't have it though. Miniko, obviously remember he's on the softs. He's gonna be faster through the corner like this. Good launch there from Kubnib on the back of Dreams, but Dreams will cover it off. There's some side-by-side movement. Henry looks like he was going to go to the outside, but no, he's not going to go for it. Supply after landing the brakes, doesn't make a move. Stays behind, says, nah, it's not quite worth it quite yet. Smart move from him for sure, just to stay and hold station. All these drivers trundling down into the hoof. Look at them. It is a absolute kerfuffle back here. But a pretty organized pack coming out of the front hoof. Supply Raptor. Just a 10th away from Lyric. MV1 gonna defend for his life. Supply Raptor trying to put the mind games on MV1. MV1 not buying any of it. Says, nah, I do not like your sales pitch. Miniko loses the position, actually. I think he maybe made a move. And it didn't work out for him. He's definitely on the softs. He's feeling the pressure. Feeling like he needs to get a go, go, go move on, you know? But he's got Simon right behind him. Putting all that pressure on him. Miniko not going to burn too much energy. In front, though, that goes Freddie Rozelle in the back of Kubnib. Freddie, massive overspeed on the straights. Huge, huge run down the straights for sure. Oh, Freddie's gone and done it. Watch that rejoin. Whoa! There goes Mateo on the inside of Freddie. That was scary. But it did work out. Freddie just gave him just enough room coming around turn 15. Yikes. Miniko's going to make a move on Kubnib as well. Miniko now starting to turn on the pressure cooker. He's up in 11th. He's in 2 points range right now. But can he get more? Supply Raptor, again, just behind. Look at that run from Lyric, though, MV1. You can see the tire differential between himself and Marcel. Marcel makes up for it the moment that we get to the straight because he's got some DRS to defend with. And MV1, again, trying to put the pressure on, make him make a mistake. But the mistakes do not come out of somebody who's ice cold like Eruption, otherwise known as Marcel Paps. Bro's got more ice in his veins than a freaking Friezo from The Incredibles. I tried. Anyways, back to racing. Miniko still sitting 11th. He's my protagonist right now, obviously coming back from a very unfortunate incident that he got himself caught up in. Not at all his fault. Frozone, thank you. Should have known that one, that's for sure. Dreams almost been moving Andy. That was crazy, but didn't quite stick it. Up at the front, still Zyros and Supply Raptor. Look at this tight gap between the two of them. Oh my gosh. Supply Raptor tucking out. Lyric looking for a spot. Says, hey, when can I get past you? Are they going to go 3 wide? Oh my gosh, I think they are. Nope. He's just going to let the Mercedes go through. He may stick behind. Yeah, he will. MV1 playing very patient right now. Knows he'll have an opportunity later. And look at this. That is very smart racecraft from MV1. Miniko up in a 10th now. He's gotten past Dreams, and he's going to look for a move on Andy going up into the final corner. He's side by side now. Andy has to take the wider line. Oh, he barely does it. Miniko going to have lid on the brakes for sure. There it is. Yeah, he sized himself up for that one pretty well. Good launch. Miniko is through past the Red Bull. Ooh, man. I mean, what a recovery so far from Miniko. He's flying. Cloud up front, though. Look at this. Side by side with Marcel. Marcel going to have to back it up. There it goes. MV1. By his time, but it's 3 wide. Oh, that's an insane move right there from, I think, Zyros, who's got a Dustin and he got himself in his second. What a crazy send from the Williams driver to make it 3 wide in such a smart way. It's a scary spot to do it, but he trusted the drivers. He said, this'll work, and he does it. That was incredible. What a move from Zyros. He sits himself into second, and he is in a really good spot to win this race right now. 4 lap-old mediums against 16 lap-old hards in front of him. He's just got to gap them and say bye-bye. But it doesn't quite happen yet. But you can see Cloud is definitely struggling. It's struggling under braking right there, losing a little bit of the rear end. And there goes Lyric right behind both of them. MV1 probably going to say, hey, you made it 3 wide back to turn 3. I'll make it 3 wide again. Just kidding. He backs off. He lets them charge up his battery. Marcel going to get side by side right now with Henry. Henry's on the left side. Marcel has to stay behind. Marcel's going to bump draft again. That already didn't work for him with Miniko. But he tried the same strategy again. Back behind him, Arcadia getting bullied a little bit. Arcadia, though, still holding down 8th place, holding off Miniko. But wow, he is having to scrap for it. Marcel looking for the outside line against the Supply Raptor. I don't know if I believe this is a smart move, but it looks like it's done. I mean, who's late on the brakes? Supply Raptor is. Marcel, though, still right there. And look at this view you can get from Henry. They're neck and neck. Oh, Henry going to take the outside line. Force Marcel to stay inside. No! Whoa, Henry! Oh, no. Uh-oh, there it is. Oh, gosh. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, gosh. Oh, dude. I had a front row view for that one. Uh-oh. We're going to find out in the steward's room later whose fault that was. That was an ambitious place to be. My name's Henry, that's for sure. And I bet you every single driver right now goes into the pits because look at them. They're all on top of each other. The DRS train has not disappeared yet. All of them should go into the pits. And if you're Supply Raptor or Minico, you're pissed. Because your teammate is just in front of you and is definitely going to hold you up. And you're looking for a good position. Oh, man. It's a tough spot to be in for both those drivers. I mean, what does Supply Raptor and Minico do, you know? Do they stay out? Are they communicating with their team right now saying, hey, no, you need to go in. Hey, no, you need to not? Like, ADF probably could hang it out, and he could probably make a bold call and stay out and let Minico go for one more. I bet you everybody behind Minico is going to pit. It'd be pretty surprising if they didn't because they don't really have people to stack against, you know? Most of the drivers are staying out, though. Okay, just kidding. No one opting for it except for Fatweed. They're all saying track position instead. And both the Mercedes, of course, are going to go in as well. Oh, yeah, the stewards are definitely going to have a lot of work to do this week, for sure. 3 drivers go into the pits. Fatweed, Marcel Pabst, and Giants fan. Marcel serving a penalty as well. Oh, and so Giants fan just going to wait even farther. Oof. Giants fan just hanging out. Simon, oh. Got himself a 10-second, hitting Cube Noob under safety car. Uh-oh. Take a look at these penalties. 13 for Cube Noob, 3 for Fatweed, and 10 for Simon. Uh-oh. Yeah, Yellow Snowman definitely gonna have a hard week with his flyback. Ooh, I mean, Cloud is in a tough spot, dude. What's he gonna do? Yeah, Arcady is in a tough spot now. I agree. I don't know about the win, but I thought you said not looking good. I don't know how you can say that looks good. In 6th, behind those guys, with that lap old tires. I don't know, dude. It's a tough spot. Not at this point. Not really. Not by a lot. I mean, at this point, it's really anyone's game, you know? The mediums are so marginally better, it's not going to make too much of a difference. Even Cloud's going to be fine. Like, yeah, he's on 18 lap old hards, but they're probably on 20%, 23, maybe. Like, they're not that bad. They're looking fine, probably. So, he's going to have to just nurse those things to the end. And yeah, I mean, to get through this grid is going to be hard. I think Arcadia maybe has a shot at a podium, maybe, but it's it's going to be a really, really tough fought podium. I don't see it likely happening. It's pretty unlikely. Marcel, Giants fan, on those softs that are fresh at the way at the back, and Fatweed. Obviously, they're going to try to cut through. They'll probably get themselves up into like barely points-paying positions, but beyond that, it'd be tough. And we're going to be restarting on the beginning of lap 22, right? So, sorry, the beginning of lap 23. So we're only going to have a 3-lap shootout. It's going to be tight. Simon's going to go on into pits, so late pits effort Simon. He still might even come out in front of both the Mercedes. Or sorry, in front of a Giants fan, which is crazy. Probably not, but... Oh, I was going to serve his penalty. If that was his own fault, then yeah, smart move. Oh, for sure. We'll go... Yeah, 3-4 wide is definitely possible in the final lap. I mean... Zyros, Cloud, Lyric, Supply Raptor, ADF, Arcadia, Minico, Andy, Dreams, and Cube Noob. That's a crazy top 10. All these guys are insanely fast. So, yeah, really anything could happen in this final lap. It's just... Or the final few laps. It really is anyone's game. You never know. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. Say both Williams on podium. Ooh. Minico's also good. They're right on the edge of being all right. I mean, they're probably at like 20% right now as well. So he's gonna get a couple of laps out of him. It's gonna be tough. The both Williams on podium is definitely very possible. I think, you know, Supply Raptor's gonna have to make a pretty good run off of Lyric and Cloud. Cloud's gonna put on a pretty intense defense, but he's gonna have a tough time with this restart. I mean, you're gonna see MV1 really jump Cloud more likely than not, assuming that they have an equally good reaction time, right? Safety car's about to get called in right now. There it is, safety car in this lap. So, assuming the reaction time is on par with each other, tire difference is where you're going to feel it now. And you're really going to feel it. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous view. Cloud, waiting for Zyros. He says, I don't want to get gap tapped by you. Third. He has to start in third because, remember, he's on much worse tires. There he goes. Lyric with a decent launch. It's going to be right up in the back of Cloud, though, for sure. Oh, not the send that Cloud was expecting. There goes Lyric. He's right up in the back of him. In fact, it's go. No, it's Minico. He's been turned. He probably went for a big move going to turn 1. Oh, no. And it's side by side right here from Coop, Noob, and Andy. They're way far back now. They've lost the pack big time. A little bit of a move around from Arcadia. He's up into 5th. Mateo, Marcel, Paps in the back are fighting it for sure. Yeah, Marcel's definitely going to be in a tough spot for himself. I don't know what happened with Marcel in the back, but I'm sure, Chazzy, you know. I wonder if he got in a little bit of a fight with Minico again. Oh! Giants fan going in for Mateo. Look at that. Wow. The Raptor, though, right behind Lyric, who's right behind Cloud, who's right behind Zyros. It is nip and tuck at the front. You don't know who's going to win this thing. It really is anybody's game, anybody's race. Is there Blint mode? Turtle, come on. There's no spectator cameras. You have no control of spectators in this game. You just take what it gives you. Back into Lyric. Look at Cloud, though. I mean, Cloud's not going to give up this race win. He's not just going to let Zyros have it. He's going to stay as competitive as he can. He's hoping for Zyros to make some mistakes here so he can just stay relevant and make a last lap pass. He's about to go on to lap 24 right here. Dude, I know. Mark, it'd be insane if he wins that. It's definitely possible. Oh, I hear what he just did right there. Bit of an esports trick. Supply Raptor right there. Oh, bit of a move, a bit of a loss of grip right there for Supply Raptor. Arcadia still sitting in 5th. Caught a little bit of time to Supply Raptor, but not enough. Williams, the Supply Raptor, looking not set to get that podium right now. He has to have a crazy final couple laps. Big dive right there. Arcadia still sitting in 5th. Abe in 6th. We got Andy in 7th. Dreams in 8th. Yeah, exactly. Chazzy, you know. Coop Noob in 9th. And Marcel sitting in 10th. Barely holding on to a top 10. Oh. Oh, look at there goes Fat Wheel on Freddy for another points paying position. Zyros, Cloud, Lyric. Cloud is far back from Zyros. Zyros is put on the pressure. And look at them. All of them have so much battery. Yep, Zyros is barely even using any. Cloud's got to use a good amount to catch back up. Lyric is right there on him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is going to be insane. The last lap run is going to be nuts. Except this is not 100% right now. They're both gone to nothing. There goes Cloud. He's going to do it. MV1, though, will he go for it as well? MV1 doesn't. No, he lets Cloud and Zyros have a scrap. Zyros going to go so deep and park the apex for Cloud. Cloud, good defensive driving, though. Doesn't get himself into an incident. Very smart for himself. Supply Raptor still sitting in 4th. It is so tight. At the very end, it's going to be anybody's game. There goes a potential move from Lyric. I think it's going to be turn 1. No, it doesn't happen. Marcel Paps does get the fastest lap of the race, though, on side pod damage, which is insane still. And crazy move from him. MV1 right behind Cloud. It's a run. It's a big run. All of them saving their battery. Oh, man. Zyros is going to be in a tough spot right here. I don't know what he's going to do. He has to... They all have to recharge as much as they possibly can. I mean... Dude, it's really anybody's race at the very end right here. You do not know who's going to win this thing. We got Cloud trying to just save that battery and recharge as much as he can. But he can't fall back too far, otherwise he's not going to have the slipstream. Mateo grabs 3. Unfortunately for him, he's already sitting in 15th, so it's not going to make too much of a difference. But Cloud is on a full battery almost, but a little bit more from Zyros and a little bit even more from MV1. And MV1, look at how close he is to the back of the Aston Martin. Bit of a bad exit there, but the Aston Martin Cloud is nowhere near the back of Zyros. Zyros burning a little bit. Cloud had to burn a little bit more. Lyric burning as well. Oh my gosh. This is seriously tight. It's down to the bit. It's down to this. It's down to this. That's 1, 2, 3 wide. There they go. They're 3 wide. And of course it was going to happen. It had to happen like this. But it's a big send from Lyric. Everyone, I think, is going to lead it going to the final corner. He does. The Aston Martin of Cloud somehow holds into second. But no, it's Zyros right there on third. Now it's Zyros in second. Now it's Cloud in third. Who knows? But I think it's going to be MV1 who's stolen it. There goes Supply Raptor. And Supply Raptor maybe even win this thing. No, he doesn't. But only by 1600ths of a second. What in the world was that from Supply Raptor out of nowhere? In the final corner, he grabs 2 positions from 4th to 2nd, usurps Cloud from a podium, and gets himself that Williams double podium. Whoever called that is a genius. Ain't no way. Supply Raptor. Almost got the win off MV1 too. That was one of the most incredible plays I've ever seen in league racing. Ever. It was so close. Supply Raptor should have squeezed that car a little bit more. If he squeezed him a little bit more to the left, he would have gotten it, I think. Oh, man, that was incredible. GG's to all of our Tier 1 protagonists tonight. 16 thousandths of a second separate first and second place with a very blue podium of a V-Carb and 2 Williams. Lyric taking the win. MV1 gets himself another top spot, but it's Supply Raptor in second, Zyros in third, Cloud in fourth, Arcadia in fifth, Marcel in sixth, and I believe he also got the fastest lap. Maybe somebody else took it at the end. ADF in seventh, Andy in eighth, Dreams in ninth, and Freddie Razel rounds our top 10 with Simon and Giants Fan picking up our final 2 points paying positions. Fatweed, Mateo, Kubnoob all finishing, and Minico, of course, finishing as well. Minico taking away the fastest lap, but not getting any points for his effort. Holy crap. An incredible drive from MV1, but wow. Wow. Supply Raptor. Wow. That is history book level impressive. 2 positions, final corner, final lap. The scenes could not have been better. That was sick, dude. That was so impressive. I'm at a loss for words. That was amazing. That was so good. Great racing from all of these drivers. That was so cool, dude. Wow. Lyric, Supply Raptor, and Zyros will take home our 1, 2, and 3. I have a feeling they're probably actually going to get away scot-free with penalties as well. I don't see them getting into too much kerfufflage, so it's probably going to be an uncontested podium. Well done from those guys. Cloud, though, I will say massive honorable mention for holding on to those tires for that long. That's amazing. And Arcadia coming home in fifth, a very strong position for being kind of like out of it for a lot of that race. He just found his way to just keep gnawing back at the front, gnawing his way up for it. Just got a great finish position for himself, so really good job. Giants Fan did get a point. That's correct. He may even get more after post-race penalties. You never know. Wow. Great racing from all of the drivers tonight, guys. So fun. I tried my best to stay quiet so I don't annoy my girlfriend, but oh my gosh, it got so good. And I accidentally got loud again, and I tried so hard. Wow, that was amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much to all of our Tier 1 drivers for a great race tonight. Thanks so much to all of you guys for watching tonight. You guys are incredible. Unfortunately, I do not have time to do our interviews tonight, as I do have to go make a fancy dinner tonight. Arcadia, great racing tonight, man. Well done for a phenomenal 5th place finish. And yes, guys, I freaking love and appreciate y'all so much. The next time we're live here on Moose Racing League, of course, is going to be in exactly 7 days for round 7 of the Moose Racing League Championship. It's going to be a great race next week, so guys, you're going to really love it. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching. You guys all have the best night ever. Really appreciate y'all, and I shall see you guys very soon. Adios. Bye.